Well, here we are. Here he is. Hey, Storm. What's that? That's a boy. Don't you come in the front seat either. So, season's greetings to everybody, young and old and whatever. We're sitting in the Walmart parking lot. Let's see if we scan over that way somewhere. Well, we ate at McDonald's, and then I sat there, played my game for a bit, and went down to see where she was at about 20 minutes later, and she hasn't progressed very far. So I decided the best thing I can do is go find her. Well, she didn't get very far, like I say. And then she put the gloves away that she had. And for the grandson, then she said, where did they go? Oh, for freak's sakes. She gets a little flustered. So I decided, instead of hanging around and having a bunch of grief, and then myself, I'll get antsy because things aren't progressing as fast as they should. Like I can do Christmas shopping, for example. I can get that done in an hour. Doesn't matter how many people there is. You just have to know how to shop. But you stay back there. We're not going to figure around with you in the front seat here. Now, over here beside Walmart, good choice. Some millionaire that had a business in town. Oh, there goes the wagon train. Hoot, hoot. What's he doing? Yeah. Oh, look at that. They got themselves a little buggy. Okay, I wonder how long he went to school for that. Anyway, over here there's these tiny homes. There's a millionaire in town here, sold his business and retired, and with all the extra money he had, he decided that he'd opened up a tiny home factory. You can see over there a bunch more rows. So what this is, I don't know how many homes are in there, a good 50 at least, or more. So this is for people that have difficulties, like they have no place to live, or they can't get a job, maybe, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. You could probably find this area online if you look at the Google map thing. And they have over there, see that on the other side of that cart thing there? They've got a big, well, I don't really call it a clubhouse, but it's a large facility that they can go in there, play cards and all that kind of stuff, and learn how to work their way back up the economic tree. I watched an interesting video the other day, and it was dealing between us being a social society that's turned into an economic society. Everything's about the almighty dollar, isn't it? Nothing to do with families. A lot of families don't go vacation anymore. Not only that, on top of that, kids, I've learned to be entitled, and some of their parents feel the same way. And to be honest with you, well, we're dealing with that out where I live. There's a few people think that they're entitled to tell us what to do. I don't think much of that. Oh, there's a little Indian boy with some golden earrings. Oh, and he drives Uber for food. So he's delivering McDonald's today. That's something that we had in the Middle East that we don't, well, just it's here in a big way now, but years, more than 10 years ago, when we first came here, there was none of this eat and go stuff, or what do you call it? Meals on wheels. Well, not quite that, but you know what I mean. You can phone them up and they'll deliver food to your door. Either cooked or all ready to cook. And McDonald's and Dairy Queen and all these places, Subway, have all these East Indian fellows, Pakistanis mostly, are here delivering these things to your home. But, oh yeah, today's Tuesday, and I had physical therapy this morning. It wasn't pleasant, but I got through it. I fell on Sunday afternoon cleaning out the dogs off the deck. I was doing okay with pushing it with my left arm. The problem existed when I went and did the steps. I thought I could use my big boot to push the snowplow across the steps and kick it off the side. I thought that was a brilliant idea. The problem was when I got down to the bottom, I noticed behind me there was I could have done a little bit better of a job. So what I did, started walking up the stairs backwards. That way I could clean the steps off as I went up. Well, these big boots I got, not these guys. These I got a nice pair of sneakers on today. The other ones are kind of like clodhoppers. They're huge. And they got caught on the lip on the back, which is used for, like, to help hold your snowshoes on, or skis maybe. Anyway, down I went. I was about 2 steps short of the top, so when I landed, my tailbone hit first. Then, as I was going down, because things were happening pretty fast, I realized that I have to watch out for my head. Because, this guy's another Uber guy, maybe. Food guy. We shall say, oh, he's from Quebec. Look at that. Probably a Montreal Canadian fan. So when I fell, I had to use every freaking muscle in my neck not to smack my head on the deck. And that meant flinging my hands back behind me as quick as I could to help take some of that force off of me falling down. Well, I just about passed out when my tailbone hit. That hurt. But on my way down, my left thumb, which has got arthritis in it, I put it out, and it got hurt, sprained. And then, wouldn't you know it, my other arm went down at the same time, and I ended up with what did I end up with? Oh yeah, my shoulder they operated on got smashed up pretty good. So for the last couple of days, I've been wearing one of these braces on my hand. I used to wear that quite often, but I should start doing it a little bit more. And my other shoulder, though, oh man, did it ache. It's been aching for a couple of days. So anyway, in physical therapy today, you know the old story. Put your hand up over your head and put your hand up, thumb up, off to the side. Oh, look at that. There's a friggin' nice hat. I was thinking of bringing, not this dog, but the other dog I got, well, I got 3, to the hospital. I was thinking with him, not this guy, but the other one, parking outside of Walmart, sit on a little camp chair and have a can where people could donate money. Don't say nothing, and see how much I could get in a run of an hour. I bet you do pretty good out here because they're all, oh, look at that dog. But anyway, on the way out of physical therapy, I decided. Oh, actually, I didn't decide nothing. I seen somebody coming in with like a Bouvier or a, those big dogs. They got the curly hair. It was black and it was beautiful. And then it disappeared. And then thought came to my mind. We've got one dog that would be just awesome to come up and visit the kids in the hospital. So I left my name and number at the volunteer desks, like the hospital we have here. Just after you get inside, there's a couple of areas that you get to. There's volunteers. They'll take you around, show you where to go, help you get. They'll go up and pick you up and drag you out to your car. That kind of thing. Which is really nice. Oh, there's a freaking nice looking hat. I got one of them hats. Should dig it out. All right, let's zoom here. Oh, we're zooming right in. Some old blonde there. All right, let's get out of this. 2 times. Okay. That's a little better. And we'll go 1 time zoom. There. Oh, there's another old. The way I'm walking now. She's walking pretty damn good. I'd never be able to catch her. Oh. Somebody's alarm's going off. That's a handy thing to have when you don't know where your car went. I suppose the older you get, the more you forget stuff. They've got turkeys in here. Butterballs. But they don't. Oh, see? I told you. There goes one of those delivery boys. That's a pretty fair size order there. Anyway. People got to eat and people got to work. And like I was saying before, now we're an economic society. All we're doing is trying to make the Google guy, that Elon Musk, richer than hell. And Musk there, that pickup truck he made. I seen a good video yesterday on it. Could never buy one of them. If you live in a northern climate, that's the dumbest thing you could ever buy. The lights is like a light bar just above where the bumper is in the front. And it's only about an inch and a half wide, if it's that much. And it sits way back of the bumper, and the bumper's got a flat surface like a shelf on the front of it. Well, you see that snow out there in front of us? When it snows out, that's the first place you're going to have to head to clean that off. And because it's lower to the ground, you see where the headlights are in these cars? And see where the bumper is? That Ford in front of us? Those lights on that truck are about the height at the top of that bottom opening, and it's about as wide as the edge around the outside of it. So you're driving in snowy, wintry conditions, and at night it's just going to slowly build up on there, and you'll be seeing less and less and less. These are real trucks right here. I wanted to get the 4-door version, but the wife said no. And it's a good thing she did, because this Grand Cherokee, although it's you can't use it for much. It's more like a city car, but it's good enough for driving around out in the country, but as long as you don't be an idiot and take it off-road. I've only had it in 4-low a couple times just to see how fast I could get it to go, and it wasn't very fast at all. Oh, there's another one. Now, there's a Jeep, but that's not a Grand Cherokee. I don't know what that is. It might be. Huh. It's limited, whatever it is. Look at the people are starting to pack it in here. When we got here, there's hardly anybody here. Yeah. Oh, a manual lift tailgate. So that ain't a Grand Cherokee. Huh. And we've had 3 snowstorms. So that's and this, well, up here, we're quite a ways up above the river. But right there is the parking lot. And if we get 3 more storms, you won't even be able to see those tiny houses over there. That's how high it'll be. Where's the old woman? No, she's no old woman yet. Alrighty. Well, the owner of the construction. What do they do? Construction. Oops. Sorry about that. I bet you if I parked over there, I could get on the Wi-Fi. Huh. And I know if I sit here in the cold car long enough, I'll have to leave and go have a whiz inside. And you're always gambling on that, because sometimes they have a person clean the bathrooms and they put the signs up, you can't get in. We ate there today, actually, right there. McDonald's. And I had a double quarter pounder with cheese. Pretty darn good. That's it. DoorDash. That's the right blue sign. Right to your doorstep. Make delivery. Huh. Something about when my wife gets a McDonald's or something like that and lugs it home. Forget the fries, and the sandwich is lukewarm by the time it gets home. It's not bad if you throw it in the microwave, but the bun kind of leather up. It gets kind of chewy. Yeah. Boy, it's busy out here. Oh, there comes the wagon load of carts. Pay attention here. And he's got their little remote in his hand there to push the cart back. Slick. I remember I used to work for a place called Sobeys in St. John when I was a kid and had to go out and get shopping carts. Worst time of year is the winter. You got to go through all that freaking slush and every other thing. And of course, being a big strapping boy, you end up pushing more carts than most of the other guys. Not only that, you struggle with them. What used to get me was because I was the big guy, the supervisors sent me most of the time. They also had a neat thing like you could get a grocery pickup. And sometimes you'd make tips. And I'll have to tell you about the bakery section too. So what happened was when you're on the till, packing groceries, and because you're not on the till, he's too young. Anyway, the groceries would come and we just keep putting them in these carts. Or not carts, these big boxes. Like a hard plastic box or something. And it's pretty big. Like, if you weigh it down with a bunch of cans, you're going to have a hard time picking it up. So, you'd take the card out of it, and you would give it to the customer, and you'd put it on a conveyor belt, and just wing her down to the corner, and it would go into a room where you take the carts off, or you take those things off, and stuff them on the shelves. And then when people drove up to the side door, you ran out, got their cards, and you went and found the boxes, and you threw the cards back in the box and brought the groceries out and put them all in the back of the person's car, wherever they wanted them. But one good thing was the bakery was right by the entrance going into the storage room where all those boxes of groceries went. And there was always somebody reaching over the top to grab the sugar donuts. You know, those round ones? And they got all that, like, talcum powder, icing sugar or whatever it is on the outside of them. You would see anybody that worked in the room back there would get into those donuts. Oh, we have a guy pausing here. And your face would get covered in this icing sugar and stuff, and the boss would come back there wondering what's going on down here with all these guys with these this icing sugar all over their face. Haha. Anyway. Oh, my back is getting sore. Dog is doing good. Ain't this boring? Well, it's not bad. But anyway, season's greetings to each and every one of you. Oh, Jesus, look at this old guy. He's got shorts on. We got to take a look at that. Yeah. A tough old bird, baby. Let me see what's going on here. I've seen guys 30 below wearing shorts, showing off their tattoos on their calves of their legs, grocery shopping. And that was a long time ago. Well, maybe 10, 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Maybe when I first moved down here. I thought it really odd. Oh, there's a guy's having a hard time walking. Oh, there's a freaking lumberjack guy. Look at that. I like people watching, but we're pointing in the wrong direction here, Mom. She has to back in because it's easier for her to drive back out. She don't really have a lot of depth perception. I haven't driven the car in months. And I don't miss it at all, to tell you the truth. Even though it rattles me to sit in here having to be a passenger with my wife driving. It's nerve-wracking. And she doesn't tell me where she's going, so you're always suggesting the best place to go. And guess what? She gets nasty. Because she don't like me telling her what to do as far as driving goes. Here's a nice little pickup truck. Well, you get something interesting on the back of that headache rack in the back there. Being this is a non-swearing channel at the best of times, it had the F word on it. And when I was in Alberta there in October, there was a lot of F it Trudeau bumper stickers everywhere too, which I thought was nice. And old Justin Trudeau's pissed off the Mexicans now. And old Trump's telling China, you quit shipping all those drugs here. You know, like, you'd be stupid not to realize what the Chinese are doing, and the Russians. They're freaking hacking us like crazy. They're getting drugs in here and making it hard for our population. Oh, there's an elf. Look at, there's a Christmas elf. Anyway, I think I'll call her quits now. She's getting pretty close to half an hour. There's some more tiny animals over there. I'd enjoy it. Oh, what is this bird? See over there? Well-made little houses. Oh, I'd never fit in either one of those two cars. And I'd be pushing it to get into that one back there. As it is with the Grand Cherokee, I got to stick my head in first before anything else gets in here where I can't get in. And you always make these mistakes. The smaller vehicles, you know, you grew up putting your foot in first and then getting your head in, but cars have shrunk a lot since I was in my 20s. And if you don't put your head in first, you're not going to get anything else in. And on that note, Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year and Happy Hanukkah. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which is on Christmas Day too, this year. Whoopie-doo. See ya. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's